ADHD tips. Oh. Caffeine, short-term benefit, long-term problem. Ooh. That got me. That was good. Julie has some news.
What?
But I need more than 2 people on here to
Oh, I thought you were
announce
calling
it.
for me.
Nope.
Too soon? Would you please look up the slogan for on your phone for Essence and for Etna? Do you know what I mean? Like whatever it is, because we're gonna have a little lesson on that.
Okay. Very good. News! Hey! Oh, you guys want news on how that letter worked? We actually have some other advice too, because we ended up just sending a letter of medical necessity instead of all of the clinical information, and we got an approval. It was freaking wild. TikTok has power. And might I add, this is my TikTok, cmoney636, and you can't take that from me. Ooh, hey, thanks. Thank you, Heather. But with we're so efficient at doing prior authorizations. Our test patient that we did the PA for and got it approved. So Julie was really ticked off. And then, therefore, she was very ticked off at me, but I didn't do the prior auth. So we had to use it as a little bit of a learning experience, as I say, because everything's a learning experience. Why can't I find... That's incredible. Mine are still being denied. Have you sent a letter of medical necessity? And then also, for anyone that's concerned with our patients not getting their medication, we are still going to do we're still going to do the prior authorization. There's a doctor, I need to look up his name. He did this back in maybe back in 2000. When did that doctor originally do this? 2006. So back in Nam. And he had a lot of success for it. He would still do the prior authorizations. He would just send an invoice to the insurance company, and if they didn't pay the invoice, he sued them. And it turns out they ended up paying the invoices. So I'll attach that on here. Let's see. And I'm Claudia. cmoney636. Okay. Oops. Apparently we're going to have a lesson plan also. Thank you for the likes. This feels so cheesy sometimes. Essence. Logo. Healthcare. Let's see. Heather, if you need any tips, tricks, whatever, Julie would be more than happy to help you. We've got to try, otherwise we're just going to be stuck doing the same routine, losing all of our physicians, because every physician I've spoken to said prior authorizations are going to be the reason they quit. Not outrageous patients. It's just nice to have the resources to advocate for ourselves finally. Yes, and it's kind of crazy how many people don't realize that they have to advocate for themselves because their insurance company's not doing it. Their insurance company's trying to get as much money in their pockets as possible. And then once we get to 1,000, I'll call Julie. Whoa, love you. Wow, thank you. That was nice. 998. Okay, we're at 1,000 likes. Julie's coming in now. In 3, 2. Maybe I shouldn't have started the timer yet. Haircut beautiful. Oh, well, I didn't. Thanks. I didn't get a haircut, but might just be my fried hair. And January is National Blood Donor Month, so donate blood if you can. But a lot of people with autoimmune diseases or rheumatic conditions aren't allowed to give blood because of the medications they're prescribed. So check to make sure you're able to give blood. Well, you know, Helem, you're just full of compliments today. Can you see my eyes? Oh, there she is at 1.5 thousand likes. We're at 1.5 thousand likes because people love me.
For us. Okay. Prior authorization. Prior auth.
Look at her right. You can tell she's with the broomstick today, guys.
I really am. Whoops, I almost fell over. I got my snow boots on because it's...
That would have been so amazing.
I would have hurt myself.
No, I would have caught you.
No. Okay. It's cold, cold, cold here. And I am hot for these dumb prior authorizations.
Looking fierce, Julie.
Well, thank you. Okay, I played tennis this morning. I played from 8 until 9, and I just got here. And I am super fired up, and I was thinking about it on the tennis court about how horrid all of these PBMs and insurance companies are with these prior authorizations. But today is the day, number 1 of 3, that we're not going to do stupid busy work, okay? If the prescription is inexpensive, it is a regular medicine that these patients have been taking for a long time, I'm not doing it today. So all of these people are going to be getting, these insurance companies and their crappy PBMs are going to be getting our little note that says, you can fill out your own paperwork, you have 3 choices. Fill the prescription, because we're going to send the prescription, fill out your own paperwork, or pay us $100 to fill out your paperwork. Let's review, okay? If you have Essence, Essence is a Medicare Advantage plan. Here we call it Medicare Disadvantage, all right? If you have Medicare Disadvantage, and this patient is well beyond childbearing years in case the people want to know. This patient has been on methotrexate for a long time, and I am trying to save the environment, as we all are, and here is 5 pages of nonsense that gets faxed over to our office. Page 1, okay, methotrexate, 2.5 milligrams, super inexpensive drug, super low dose, all right?
That fax probably cost as much as the medication.
Right. Here we go, page 2, here's page 3, here's page 4, here's page 5, wait for it, here's page 6, here's page 7, okay? 7 pages of BS for this patient who is well beyond childbearing age, she's over 65, for her to get methotrexate. Now, Essence already has, and all the insurance companies, they already have my chart notes because we can't get anything done without that. But what they don't have is the time to fill out their own crappy forms. So this is gonna be a little surprise for them today. And I just pulled off the first like 10, okay? And who graces us again? Wait for it, Essence, Medicare Disadvantage. Not cool, not doing prior authorizations. What's the drug they want today? Methotrexate. Are you kidding me? Methotrexate is like dirt cheap. Why are you making me crazy? Okay.
Methotrexate was one of the first biologics used to treat rheumatic diseases and autoimmune diseases, but it was also like used to help treat cancer back in the day, but it's not that bad anymore. But when people read the side effects and everything, they freak out.
So methotrexate is a really great drug for a rheumatology office, and we use such a low dose that the patients it's not remotely like a cancer drug. We take like such a small dose, and you take it once weekly. So a typical dose for somebody that's my size would be like 4 2.5 tablets once weekly, like today in the morning, and 4 tablets in the evening. So we kind of gang it up together, and then you just take it as a weekly dose. Dr. Bach says, you know, pick a day that's going to be your methotrexate day. Methotrexate comes in an oral format and a sub-Q, an injection. But most of the patients that are on this do really okay with it. We also have it as a combination therapy. For example, even on the package instructions, it is considered a combination therapy with like an infusion drug like Simponi Aria. So it really kind of boosts the patients and they're feeling less side effects from their disease. All right, so let's not forget about the next page for Essence. All of this nonsense they want us to fill out. They went ahead and filled out Stephen Bach here for me, and they put our fax machine on. I think that they think I'm going to fill out our address. Screw you, we're not doing it. Okay, CVS Pharmacy. What do they want? They want Ventolin, okay, for this patient. Again, patient has been on this drug for a long time. I'm going to send the prescription, and this we aren't doing today. All of this, if they don't get back to me and fill the prescription for the patients, then Claudia and I are going to do all these prior authorizations over the weekend. But we're not doing them Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, here we go. I've never heard of this place. Birdie Pharmacy? What's Birdie Pharmacy? Like, is there any more interlopers? Like, everybody has their own damn thing today. Birdie Pharmacy. Well, guess what Birdie Pharmacy says? Birdie Pharmacy does not use Cover My Meds. Well, that's too frickin' bad. I use Cover My Meds. I'm the physician's office. Birdie, get real. You guys need to like do what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send you a prescription, and if you choose not to fill it, that's on you.
They only have 71 Google reviews.
Birdie Pharmacy, never heard of it.
It's a small and they have terrible reviews.
Okay.
They can't go back.
Okay, good. All right, and then WellCare. WellCare is the SSM-owned, health system where they operate with a cross on the wall saying that they do no harm. They actually send all of our patients to collections though. But that is their own insurance, okay? So they want this patient, they want a giant prior authorization on are you ready? Tinzanidine, 6 milligrams. Not happening. What do you know? The patient has been on this, and this is a formulary. This drug is not on our formulary. Alternative medications that are covered include something you can look up, are you ready? In our formulary book. We will not continue to pay for the drug after you've received 30 days temporary supply, and we are required to cover it unless you obtain a formulary exception. Stop it. Stop doing this. This is a super cheap drug that your employees can buy cheaper with cash than have the doctor's office do all this all these prior authorizations. Not doing it. Okay, so that, oh my gosh, my little board went
It's
away.
okay. It's a learning experience.
All right, so I'm super.
They purposefully don't pay us what they owe, hoping we don't catch it. Evil companies, LOL. Loathe WellCare.
We are going to be busy standing at the fax machine with our no prior authorization fax, and we're going to just keep you guys updated. But those are the first ones that have come in on the fax machine this morning. Some of you might not know what a fax machine is. Let me go ahead and tell you my 58-year-old version of what it is. It's a technology that was used in the 70s, and somehow, some way, it's the only way that insurance companies, PBMs, and pharmacies want to communicate with us and just load us up with paper and scanning and all sorts of BS. Not doing it today on inexpensive medicines that patients can cash pay.
Well, today Essence called me after I sent a prior authorization for Visco injections, and they were like, well, we need to know, did the patient benefit from them? And I go, they benefit so much so that they would like to get them again.
No, we're just doing this because we don't have anything better to do except drink coffee and tear up paper.
It's from pharma too, we're not rich. Thank you for all you do. Let's see.
Did you update them on the prior authorization that got
the Aetna? It kind of oh shoot, that was C money. That my account.
Okay, so we had a prior authorization earlier in the week, and I refused to do all the, I don't know, there was like 5 or 6 pages of paperwork. And so we did a tester and sent the letter. Lo and behold, guess who, and we sent the prescription, they went ahead and approved it within 1 day with no prior authorization paperwork. That, friends, is how you get change. You demand change on things that make sense. I don't come and ask for things that don't make sense. I only ask when I know I'm right. I am right about this stuff. You're gonna put, these insurance companies and PBMs are gonna put independent physicians' offices out of business with burying us with paperwork. So what I wanted to also do today was I wanted to have Claudia look up the insurance company's taglines, because I'd like to do a little whiteboard presentation on what does it mean and what is the mission statement for these insurance companies, because you know what? I think they're missing the damn mark. There are some amazing people out there that work for insurance companies that get up every day and want to do right by their members, right? I want to do right by my patients, and that's why I'm standing here begging for access to just have time to care for our patients instead of taking me down a rabbit hole of prior authorizations hell. So what we're going to do is we're going to find out what the mission statements are, and we're going to post those on the whiteboard, and we're going to see who wants to say that they're living their mission statement. One of the cool things about me coming to work every day is because I'm making a huge difference in my patients' lives. I'm making a huge difference in my employees' lives. We have 24 people that support one MD. Do you realize how many people it takes to support one rheumatologist? And we have that many people because of all of this nonsense paperwork. If we didn't have to have this many nonsense paperwork, we could see so many more patients. We could help so many more people. But no, we are stuck underneath a fax machine, screwing around, doing the Lord's work here, as opposed to just setting a prescription. My prescription, my physician's prescription is his prior authorization. But apparently the insurance companies and the PBMs don't think so. This is going to change. I don't know how. I don't know how it's going to get done, but we have to have change unless we're not going to have physicians around to take care of patients.
Well, and I think everyone was very, they didn't think that letter was going to work.
It's already working, okay? If I can get through to 10, that's my goal, to have 10 prescriptions that don't have to have a prior authorization that previously required it. That's my goal. We already got one. I will update you guys today, tomorrow, and Friday on how it works. And I'm going to push this out on Twitter because this is nonsense. Physicians are buried in nonsense.
My clinic had to hire specific people for auths.
Of course they did. And the authorization is nothing just but burning physician office time, and it sucks. And what I really want to spend my time doing is caring for our patients. But no, I'm sitting here on a broomstick in Bridgeton, Missouri, fighting and advocating for patients' access to care every single day. And that's okay too, but I don't need to spend 60 hours a week doing it. I need to spend like 5 hours a week doing it. But the next 3 days, I am 100% on this project. Nothing else. So we got some coffee. Okay, show them your coffee, Claudia. We got some coffee. Right. We got some coffee.
No ADHD medicine yet.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks to Anthem for that.
Caroline,
another PEM sucking the life out of people. So we're going to get this done, and I am coming back this afternoon with an update on this little mess and all the other prior authorizations for stupid things that come in today.
And trust and believe, our patients are not going to be put in harm's way. If Julie wants someone to get their medication, she'll call and talk to the freaking medical director. Do y'all use Availity for Blue Cross Blue Shield?
We do.
We
use all the portals. We use all the stuff, but for some reason, all of these things, they love some paper.
They always try to make it go to a specialty pharmacy, like with the Visco injections. Every time I use it, you have to use the specialty pharmacy rather. But when I fax it, they don't require it. So that's weird.
All of our prescriptions are sent electronically. All of these patients are going to get prescriptions. They're just going to, all these PBMs and insurance companies are just going to get my little hate letter today of they can do the prior authorization themselves, or they can pay us $99 for Dr. Bach to do it.
They do love faxes and records, and they're clearly not worried about the koalas that are dying in Australia due to lack of trees.
And they also aren't considering the physician's office. Okay, so just so everyone knows, I'm a one physician office, all right? I have to pay my copier bill, I have to pay per piece of paper, okay, every time we print something, all right? So we have to print it, we have to use toner, we have to use all that nonsense, print the piece of paper, then we have to have it
How much would resolved. You say one prior auth cost you? That $81 one probably really got you. Or the 81 page I sent.
It just depends on how many pages of nonsense they do, but so we have to receive the fax. We have to print the fax. That costs me money. I have to have a staff person fill it out, or God forbid, Dr. Bach fill it out. Anything that requires his signature, automatically I need $25 for, because he's got to stop what he's doing and sign some stupid piece of paper.
And do you know how mad he gets?
And he's really nice. I'm the mean one. And when he gets mad, things are not good here. So then I have to fax it back, even electronically fax it back to whoever is doing this nonsense. Then I have to scan it in my chart. All of those actions take tons and tons of administrative burden work. Not doing it.
What is your biggest spend with a private practice?
Our biggest spend is our staff, and our second biggest, well, I mean, the drugs we infuse are a big spend too. Actually, that's bigger than the staff. So,
Really?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
not to take away, she shouldn't have to pay like, if we didn't have all these administrative burdens, we could have 3 medical assistants helping Dr. Bach.
As opposed to 7 back office medical assistants.
And a miscellaneous.
And
and
a
bathroom
miscellaneous-
monitor.
And a bathroom monitor like myself. So buckle up. We're going to get busy on faxing this nonsense to these people, and I'm going to pluck every single prior authorization for something inexpensive and a continuation of therapy for patients. Methotrexate, sulfasalazine, tizanidine, all of the
Folic acid.
Let's say it out loud for the people in the back. Folic acid. Are you
Also,
kidding me?
For everyone that's giving medical advice, just because you see on TikTok that folate is better than folic acid does not mean that it is better for everyone. In some instances, maybe if you have a deficiency or there's something I saw with like pregnancy, but trust and believe we're running all of our patients' labs every 3 months to make sure they're not having any adverse reactions to the medication we prescribe. We know what we're doing. What was that one message we got yesterday?
I don't know. Let's address it later, because I'm fired up to get to work with the fax machine. Thank you for listening. Send us your comments. We will get back to you. We'll be
Hey
back.
Tech, he works for BJC.
Oh, BJC.
We
I got
actually,
some-
Smith RX, I have an issue.
Yes, BJC and Aetna have this some sort of jam job card, so that the patient's insurance card, they're employees of BJC, they have an Aetna card, and patients now in 2024 are being mandated to Smith RX, which Smith RX is a jam job. So what they do is they tell the insurance company that everything's carved out so that they need patient assistance forms. I actually just had Amgen in here, and I gave them all my receipts, my redacted receipts.
Oh, did they come today?
Yeah, that's who brought us the coffee.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Jeremy
Jeremy,
messaged me back.
at-
Hey, Jeremy.
at Amgen is onto this deal. So listen, pharma is a partner, and I know that people sometimes hate pharma too. I don't have a problem with people making money that are doing the actual work. Pharma did the research and development, the marketing, and actually is producing a product. So okay, they should make some money. Guess who's not doing anything but denying? PBMs and insurance companies.
Thank
They
you, Tech,
produce-
for the pumpkin spice latte.
They produce nothing. All they produce is administrative burdens and paperwork denials. So I want to come back to this BJC insurance with Aetna and with Smith RX, because it is bad news bears. We are not going to get involved in the Smith RX scam. They are selling patient assistance drugs to the employer and getting them to carve it out on their plan document. So patients that were paying patients stable on Enbrel for 2023 are now being pushed to this jam job patient assistance program that's fake. I will not be complacent in a scam. Smith RX, you're a scam.
Well, and I even got sent, they said, I was talking to a Smith RX person, and I was like, can I have the authorization number, because I just don't feel comfortable getting this patient the medication if it's not going to be covered. And they don't have any authorization number. And I'm like, okay, well, the medication, if they pay for it, they're going to meet all 3 tiers of their deductible. So it doesn't make sense to me why they would go under the patient assistance program rather than... And she was like, well, I'm going to get this up to leadership, and I'm going to contact my person at Smith RX to see what's going on, because we've had patients at the end of the year that have a $6,000 bill. And I know some of you guys have mentioned that too. So if you see something fishy...
Smeadership when it comes to Smith RX. It's bad, and I cannot believe that there are 2 other players in the Smith RX scam, because somebody wrote a plan document for the BJC employees on that special card with Aetna that is now mandated to SmithRx. Let's get a redacted card so we can post it and show the people what to look for,
Yep.
because it's a scam.
Yes. And Tech, if you have questions, you can message me directly. All right, we'll
Have a
come
great
back.
day,
Bye, guys.
Fiddlesticks.